This time on Secrets of Solania.
What the protocol for following a bunch of glowing lights into a mysterious forest would be.
Oh, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
You usually don't, but
I was wanting to see if I could find a blood trail.
Well, I think we're heading in the right direction.
Norman, can you make a shovel out of all the crap you have in your backpack?
All right, Farsi, blow it through. We're finding this tunnel, baby.
Fair enough. We should have asked.
We should have asked her if technically getting blasted away by a force ballista counts as cremation.
Quincy, you talk to her.
Alright.
Always stay close to the light, to your torchlight. Be very careful out there, and we hope and pray that you will return safely tonight. And with that,
when I'm dead.
Yes, thank you very much.
For like him and his son to go ahead and leave.
Yes, thank you very much. We should be able to deal with it from here. But honestly, I'd say give it until morning. If we haven't come back yet, then I don't put out a search party.
We're all dead.
Yes, if we're still not back by daybreak, then we're dead. Alright, yeah, and then I guess we'll just continue on into the forest.
You mean you will?
Yeah, I guess I will continue on to the forest.
So you're going by yourself. Go ahead and let's see. What would you like to roll?
You didn't get to climb the tree, did you?
No, I did not.
He's stepping towards the trees, and also the little spooky looking, at least harmless looking lights in the woods.
I would say if I would want to roll for anything, it would. I would say stealth, but I know I have a big old torch on me. I don't know, maybe nature, or something like that.
Yeah, let's see what that does.
I really don't know what the protocol for following a bunch of glowing lights into a mysterious forest would be.
Oh, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
you usually don't, but
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah.
So, go ahead and roll. Give me a nature roll.
It was almost a 2, but I got an 18 for a total of 20.
5?
Nice. All right. So you can tell that these little lights that you're seeing are not the source of the magic that you were sensing. They don't seem to have any. They themselves don't seem to be magic, you know?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd be sensing illusion magic if it was like, say, for instance, dancing lights or minor illusion. But they do, however, as you get like close enough within so many dozen feet, they vanish and then they seem to reappear further distant elsewhere. That said, where they were, you see headstones.
Okay.
And they're like covered in moss and vines, and they almost seemed unnoticeable at first, but your torchlight, you notice some words just barely visible beneath some moss.
Alright, I would like to motion to Zergo and basically, alright, Zergo, take my last point. I'm going to go further.
A lot of these headstones, by the way, are crooked, and some have fallen over, some have cracked. A lot of trees seem to have grown up out of where they were originally.
Yeah. I'm just seeing if
nature
Zergo
is shifted, and
yeah, I just want to know if Zergo would be willing to take the last safe point where I knew it, where I know it was safe.
No, thank you.
Quick save.
Alright, with that, I would just roll my eyes and keep going forward.
wow. Okay. So with that,
Well, he's gone. All right, so
Right.
who's gonna take his place?
where
Right.
you are now is not too much further from where you were sensing the magic. Um, how long does that last, by the way?
I used the short version of it, so that was just a one action thing, so like 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like going further from here would be going past where you sense necromancy, but there doesn't seem to be anything around you.
Um, I'll try a basic investigation, see if I can luck across anything, or
Okay.
investigation or perception, or whichever you would prefer.
Well, an investigation or survival.
Oof, that is a 7.
Yeah, no, no woods pun intended. Seems you're stumped here. Uh,
All right, well in that case, I
there
think
are.
I'll actually pop my second magical awareness.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And with that, you sense it beneath you by several tens of feet.
Real far. All right, and now I'm gonna do the horror trope of shouting through the darkness and silence to my friends.
I said, don't do that.
All right, everyone, it
Get
seems that there
over
might be some
here.
sort of cave over here. That
Why
or
don't
they're
you poke your head in and see if it's safe?
well, it's either that or they're burrowing underground.
That
Um,
makes it so much worse.
You said the corpses has been gnawed on, right?
The ones that were the Inquisitor corpses, they had bite marks and claw marks. Um, I did say like in the previous session they looked like some of them had a little bit of gnawing on them post mortem, but most of what you saw was like killing them basically, as
Yeah.
opposed to post mortem stuff.
Okay, I was wanting to see if I could find a blood trail, or maybe where whatever had killed them had dragged part of them off, or a different one of them off to eat them in a different spot. Anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and I would say survival with advantage.
Okay. Let me get my dice out.
I'm gonna ask a real quick question while this roll's happening. Are the dancing lights going anywhere?
They're not necessarily dancing, but they're just kind of floating, and they have like a little peaceful, blissful yet almost eerie sway to them in the air.
They're yeah, and so they're not actually like enticing you to go anywhere. They're not trying to lead you anywhere. They're just kind of there.
Well, possibly. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes.
From a certain point of view.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, okay. You actually, surprisingly, you don't really find blood, but there are some tracks, it seems. It's been a few days, and thanks to the villagers, it's a little difficult finding the trail at first, but Zergo prevails.
Hell yeah. I'll
I'm
follow
talking
it.
about baby.
Are you letting anyone else know yet, or just going about it on your own?
I'm gonna just look on my own for now.
Okay. So,
There go.
going further onto this little trail of prints and everything, again, not very easy to find after so many days, but I mean, even with the dirty 20, you're able to at least try to keep up and see like spots where there's broken twigs and stuff like that. Eventually you find some hair on a twig. Definitely, long hair. Say it's leading you further into the dark and away from the party.
Okay. Um, if I get too far away, I'll call out to him.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're right behind you, Zergo. All right.
I know you're not.
Now, as for Quincy, there are trees that are climbable if you wanted to, I don't know, go with that one plan of climbing one.
All right, yeah, I would like to, I guess, make an athletics check to climb a tree. Heck yeah, it's a 22.
Nice. Yeah, no, given your childhood upbringing and tree climbing, I mean, it's very easy to get up this tree until like you get to where like you can see the starry sky, the two moons. They're I can't remember if they're at half or just slightly over half, but
I think you
it's
said they were
we'll
somewhere
we'll say half.
last time.
Oh, okay. So what Zergo said.
All right, yeah, and I'm just wondering if there are any strange landmarks or man-made things I might see up here, or like a cave entrance, a place where the ghouls may have been digging into the dirt or something.
Do you have dark vision?
No, I do not.
Well, I mean, there's a decent amount of moonlight and surprisingly very little cloud coverage on this particular night. So I will say one perception check,
All right,
no disadvantage.
that is a 12.
Okay. You see, it's hard to tell whether it's structure or if it's like landmass, like I would say cliff or drop point. But there's definitely elevated land. It seems at least,
All
uh,
right,
west of your position.
where would that be
Um,
in relation to where Zergo is? So I could kind of direct him in that way.
for Zergo, uh, well, you can't see him from where you're at,
Dang.
but meta knowledge wise, Zergo is kind of heading in that direction slightly.
Yeah, I would just
And
shout, Zergo, to the west of where I climbed up this tree.
yeah,
Yeah, that'll work.
I have a quick question.
okay.
In the meantime, while all this is happening, we might as well, become productive. I was gonna ask is if there's any tracks that the Inquisitor that is around the Inquisitor outside of our party. Like, where did the ghouls come from? Like, maybe if
Okay.
I mean, is there like a cave? I mean, of course, like they said that there was a cave and there was the
If
graveyard and
Nob is able to lend you like to be close enough with his torchlight, I would say give me a survival check.
all right, why not? Might as well be proactive.
Yep, go for it,
All
dude.
right,
And do y'all
survival.
have dark vision?
Gnomes do, I believe. Let me give a quick. Uh, actually, I don't. Maybe they don't. More magical strength.
I think y'all do.
Here we go. Yes, I do have. Within 60 feet, I have. Treat dim light as bright, darkness as dim light.
Okay. So that combined with Nob helping you, I would say grants you advantage, but it is going to be a higher bar than what Zergo was
All
having
right, so
to. Yeah.
I'm just gonna do investigation.
Well, it had to be survival if
Oh,
you're looking
survival.
for tracks. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, no
So
problem.
There we
Oh,
go. Good
19.
running. Dang. Yeah, no, with that you're actually able to see Zergo's already on the trail, but he is now like I would say 30 feet ahead of you guys.
Just out of reach.
Well, like he's moving pretty good. And like I said, Zergo's in the lead here on that trail. You could either pretty much just follow him or try to keep going about it on your
Oh,
own, but he looks like he's
oh, so the
gaining.
If he
the
sees them
tracks.
following him, he'll guide them towards where he's headed.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
He
I
was
just
just
wanted to confirm that they're going in the same direction.
yeah.
Definitely.
I just didn't
Okay.
want what I was doing to distract from what they were doing. That's the only reason I hit it off on my own.
That's fair. Now, I wasn't done with Quincy and what he sees.
Okay.
There is a bit of a small clearing. Uh, it's lumpy and mossy and grassy, but even with fall leaves on the ground, he can tell that there's more headstones in that clearing area. He also sees just slightly past that little cliff edge thing of that landmass ridge, I guess you could call it. he does notice what looks like possibly some torchlight.
Yeah.
It's very far, but it's possibly torchlight.
And that is in the same direction that everyone else is already heading, right?
It happens to be, yeah. It's kind of it's so far off that it's kind of hard to tell. I will say this: the clearing area with the headstones is slightly north of where Zergo's about to be.
Yeah, I would just try and intercept Zergo and the rest of the group and catch up with them so I can let them
Okay.
know what I see ahead.
All right. Let me think here. Give me a dexterity check.
That's a
You know what?
19.
Make it a dexterity save.
That's still a 19.
Nice. Okay. So no, I mean, you don't sense anything or any trouble. You're able to traverse down from the tree and across the woods to get to Zergo and the others. And now the party's back together pretty much. So as they near the clearing, they can kind of like the moonlight shines down, and they I would say of all people, once again Knob, who like saw it first in the last episode, um since he had saw it last in the last episode, he saw it first in the last episode. He's quick to recognize it again. He sees that faint translucent veil of like what looks like a small ghost of a small girl in a gown.
Well, I think we're heading in the right direction.
And as Nob speaks, she turns and looks at the party.
Well, remember, everyone, you're not a coward if you turn around and leave now. All right, bye.
I just grab him by the scruff of his jacket. Little legs kicking in the wind.
Don't want to die.
Caution is wise.
If they're going to die, we're going to die as a group.
You can die.
And
I'll go to your funeral.
With honor.
giving Nob and Norman's like reactions, I would say by now Zergo and Quincy definitely see the barely visible ghost child floating over a grave. And like I said, she's watching the party now, but she's not moving towards them or anything.
Quincy, you talk to her.
All right. Hello, little girl. Do you know where we are?
Pradia, her voice sort of like it's not distorted, but it's got that sort of echo with it.
Why, yes, my dear. That's very good, knowing the broader scope of where you are. But do you know where we are in particular?
The cemetery?
Oh, that's very good. It's very brave of you to be out here in a cemetery like this, wouldn't you say?
No.
And why is that?
Well, nothing can hurt me out here.
So you know of your current condition.
She has like a very sad face. But she gives a nod.
That is good. That is very good. By any chance, do you know if there are others like you out here?
Not like me, no.
Okay, but there are others.
It's terrible.
It's okay. It's okay. We are actually a traveling group. We're here to help with the last rites of those so that they can move on a lot more easily. So that they don't have to be in any sort of terrible state.
I'm sort of in a terrible state. I don't know what's come over my body, but I'm not able to control it anymore.
Well, do you know where it is?
She nods and then descends into the ground slowly.
Quincy pops up, claps his hands together, and is like, "All right, does anybody have a shovel?
Well, let me check.
We're going to desecrate a child's grave." I want to be upfront with all of you.
She like, you see just the top of her head pop out her eyes. She looks up at Quincy and she says, "It's okay. You have my permission." And she
Oh.
ducks back down.
Well, it looks like we're going to sanctify a child's grave.
I don't have anything. Norman, can you make a shovel out of all the crap you have in your backpack?
Out of all that
Only there were-
bullshit you carry around.
The crap! It's the crap! All of this is important!
If only
He
there
says-
was a companion
he says
capable of
tucking away
digging
an old-
really good.
Tucking away an old Chinese takeout basket. It's all important.
Really?
No shovel, no shovel. I got something better than a shovel. I got a rock buster.
Oh, God.
You're gonna get the force ballista to walk right above the grave and angle its barrel downward.
The ghost girl's eyes widen and she just floats out of the way. You making your attack?
Yeah, well, here we go.
All right.
All right.
No roll necessary.
There's a body down there somewhere.
Not
Go
anymore.
ahead and roll damage there, Norman.
Was a dead body down there.
All right, give me a second.
Was.
All right, let me see.
Don't do too good or you'll turn it all into glass.
Fine. I'm a little bit afraid that I'm gonna do this too good, so I'm just rolling damage, right?
It's force damage, so basically it's like a battering ram of gravity.
So here we go.
It doesn't heat up or turn the dirt into glass, but yeah, you're just rolling damage.
2d8 plus 8, because we have the modifiers to the force ballista. All right. 18.
Nice. Yeah, you've blasted away at least 6 feet, and you can see, yeah, no, definitely. There's bits of old wood from a coffin, but in the bottom part of the coffin is like it's been torn open from the underneath, and it leads into like a small crack crevice.
Well, that's quite unfortunate, little girl, but it seems that your body was stolen by the crypt keeper.
I could have told you that, she says.
Fair enough. We should have asked.
We should have asked her if technically getting blasted away by a force ballista counts as cremation.
Well,
Does disintegration equal cremation?
To be clear, her body was not in there.
But if it was,
Oh, it would, yo, bits everywhere. Indeterminate, orphan meat and
Oh,
bones.
all right, we got a tunnel, boys.
We go from wondering
Yeah,
where
let's
she
go walk
is
this
to
hole
wondering,
again and just shoot it down again.
wondering
Just
where she
blast
isn't.
The tunnel open. There's some secret necromancer in an underground lair, like House of 1,000 Corpses style, and all of a sudden they hear the force of fuck coming through the roof.
Out of fucking nowhere, there's a necromancer in a hole.
What the fuck? And a boy, Forsey, now shoot it again! So I'm gonna ask. So we see that there's a tunnel under the grave, right? That
Oh yeah, like
suggests-
something small, a little bit bigger than a gnome was burrowing in this area, and then pulled back parts of the board of the casket, and then snatched the body out of it.
All right, Forsey, blow it through. We're finding this tunnel, baby.